Section 33 of English Synonyms and Antonyms. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Estelle Jobson. English Synonyms and Antonyms by James Champlin Furnald. From hatred to high. Hatred. Synonyms: abhorrence, anger, animosity, antipathy, aversion, detestation, dislike, enmity, grudge, hate, hostility, ill will, malevolence, malice, malignity, rancor, repugnance, resentment, revenge, spite. Repugnance applies to that which one feels himself summoned or impelled to do or to endure, and from which he instinctively draws back. Aversion is the turning away of the mind or feelings from some person or thing, or from some course of action, etc. Hate or hatred, as applied to persons, is intense and continued aversion, usually with disposition to injure. Anger is sudden and brief. Hatred is lingering and enduring. Her wrath became a hate. Tennyson, Peleus and Etare, stanza 16. As applied to things, hatred is intense aversion, with desire to destroy or remove. Hatred of evil is a righteous passion, akin to abhorrence, but more vehement. Malice involves the active intent to injure. In the legal sense, malice is the intent to injure, even though with no personal ill will, as a highwayman would be said to entertain malice toward the unknown traveler whom he attacks. Malice is direct, pressing toward a result. Malignity is deep, lingering, and venomous, though often impotent to act. Rancor, akin to rancid, is cherished malignity that has soured and festered and is virulent and implacable. Spite is petty malice that delights to inflict stinging pain. Grudge is deeper than spite. It is sinister and bitter. Grudge, resentment, and revenge are all retaliatory. Grudge being the disposition, revenge the determination to repay real or supposed offense with injury. Revenge may denote also the retaliatory act. Resentment, the best word of the three, always holds itself to be justifiable, but looks less certainly to action than grudge or revenge. Simple goodness may arouse the hatred of the wicked. They will be moved to revenge only by what they deem an injury or affront. Compare abomination, anger, antipathy, enmity. Antonyms: see synonyms for friendship, love. Have. Synonyms: be in possession of, be possessed of, hold, occupy, own, possess. Have is the most general word, and is applied to whatever belongs to or is connected with one. A man has a head or a headache, a fortune or an opinion, a friend or an enemy. He has time or has need. He may be said to have what is his own, what he has borrowed, what has been entrusted to him, or what he has stolen. To possess a thing is to have the ownership with control and enjoyment of it. To hold is to have in one's hand or securely in one's control. A man holds his friend's coat for a moment, or he holds a struggling horse. He holds a promissory note, or holds an office. To own is to have the right of property in. To possess is to have that right in actual exercise. To occupy is to have possession and use, with some degree of permanency, with or without ownership. A man occupies his own house or a room in a hotel. A man may own a farm of which he is not in possession because the tenant occupies it and is determined to hold it. The proprietor owns the property, but the tenant is in possession. To be in possession differs from possess in that to possess denotes both right and fact, while to be in possession denotes simply the fact with no affirmation as to the right. To have reason is to be endowed with the faculty. To be in possession of one's reason denotes that the faculty is in actual present exercise. Hazard. Synonyms: accident, casualty, chance, contingency, danger, fortuity, jeopardy, peril, risk, venture. Hazard is the incurring the possibility of loss, or harm for the possibility of benefit. Danger may have no compensating alternative. In hazard, the possibilities of gain or loss are nearly balanced. In risk, the possibility of loss is the chief thought. The foolhardy take great risks in mere wantonness. In chance and venture, the hope of good predominates. We speak of a merchant's venture, but of an insurance company's risk. One may be driven by circumstances to run a risk. He freely seeks a venture. We speak of the chance of winning, the hazard or risk of losing. Accidents are incalculable. Casualties may be to a certain extent anticipated. Death and wounds are casualties of battle, certain to happen to some, but uncertain as to whom or how many. A contingency is simply an indeterminable future event, which may or may not be attended with danger or risk. See accident, danger. Antonyms: assurance, certainty, necessity, plan, protection, safeguard, safety, security, surety. Healthy. Synonyms: hale, healthful, hearty, hygienic, salubrious, salutary, sanitary, sound, strong, vigorous, well, wholesome. Healthy is most correctly used to signify possessing or enjoying health or its results, as a healthy person, a healthy condition. Healthful signifies promotive of health, tending or adapted to confer, preserve, or promote health, as a healthful climate. Wholesome food in a healthful climate makes a healthy man. With healthful are arranged the words hygienic, salubrious, salutary, sanitary, and wholesome, while the other words are associated with healthy. Salubrious is always used in the physical sense, and is chiefly applied to air or climate. Salutary is now chiefly used in the moral sense, as a salutary lesson. Antonyms: delicate, diseased, emaciated, exhausted, failing, fainting, fragile, frail, ill, sick, unhealthy, unsound, wasted, weak, worn, worn down, worn out. Help. Synonyms: abet, aid, assist, befriend, cooperate, encourage, foster, second, stand by, succor, support, sustain, uphold. Help expresses greater dependence and deeper need than aid. In extremity we say, God help me, rather than God aid me. In time of danger we cry, help, help, rather than aid, aid. To aid is to second another's own exertions. We can speak of helping the helpless, but not of aiding them. Help includes aid, but aid may fall short of the meaning of help. In law, to aid or abet makes one a principal. Compare synonyms for accessory. To cooperate is to aid as an equal. To assist implies a subordinate and secondary relation. One assists a fallen friend to rise. He cooperates with him in helping others. Encourage refers to mental aid, as uphold now usually does. Succor and support oftenest to material assistance. We encourage the timid or despondent, succor the endangered, support the weak, uphold those who else might be shaken or cast down. Compare abet, promote. Antonyms: counteract, discourage, oppose, resist, thwart, withstand. Prepositions: help in an enterprise with money, help to success against the enemy. Heretic. Synonyms: dissenter, heresiarch, nonconformist, schismatic. Etymologically, a heretic is one who takes or chooses his own belief instead of the belief of his church. Hence, a heretic is one who denies commonly accepted views or holds opinions contrary to the recognized standards or tenets of any established religious, philosophical, or other system, school, or party. The religious sense of the word is the predominant one. A schismatic is primarily one who produces a split or rent in the church. A heretic differs in doctrine from the religious body with which he is connected. A schismatic differs in doctrine or practice, or in both. A heretic may be reticent or even silent. A schismatic introduces divisions. A heresiarch is the author of a heresy or the leader of a heretical party, and is thus at once a heretic and a schismatic. With advancing ideas of religious liberty, the odious sense once attached to these words is largely modified, and heretic is often used playfully. Dissenter and nonconformist are terms specifically applied to English subjects who hold themselves aloof from the Church of England. The former term is extended to non-adherents of the established church in some other countries, as Russia. Heterogeneous.